Okay, test. Here we go. Oh, sorry guys, got a sore neck. Guys and girls, guys and gals, we're gonna have so much fun tonight. Y'all ready to have some fun? Oh, in the name of the Lord Jesus, Yeshua, thank you. All glory to God. All glory to the Most High. Busted. Busted. It's so fun. All right, guys, what you're going to see tonight is going to be jaw dropping. Go get your spatulas right now. Pause this video and go get your spatulas. Ah, so sweet. So sweet. Okay, guys, so anyway, quick, brief statement. So here's the thing. In the last video, I said, hey, if anyone could step up and help, the ministry right now, that would be awesome. And I told you, I said, I'd let y'all in on it pretty soon. The Lord has me doing something. Well, I'm going to let you in on it sooner than I thought. Let me tell you something. The testimony that you're going to get, I'll try and do the testimony tomorrow, the next day. I documented everything that happened. I have witnesses before it happened. It's so prophetic. It's so crazy. It's like Grand Junction. It's like Grand Junction and coming home from Grand Junction all at once. So anyway, I can't wait to give you a personal testimony because it's mind-boggling. I'm sorry. I always forget I have these things on. Anyway, I'm going to give you a personal testimony with all the data before it happened. It's so prophetic. It's so supernatural. So the Lord told me, document this right now. I was like, document it. And so I did. And I didn't, he knew what was going to happen, but I didn't, obviously. So anyway, I can't wait to give you that testimony. But tonight, I'm going to just show you the manifestation. And right now, we're just going to go into pictures. We're just going to go look at images right now. Stuff that's popping off. This is crazy. Okay, so anyway, let's just get into some imagery right now. The testimony will be coming in a couple days. First of all, thanks for the people that have already stepped up. Thank you so much. At the end of the video, I'll put it up on the screen again. Anyone that wants to jump in, I truly believe this will probably be the last. I got to be real careful about the way I word things because I know how the shills are. They're just pathetic. I actually feel sorry for them now. They'll grasp at anything to try and discredit something. It's pathetic. But anyway, what the Lord's got me doing last night, I will let y'all decide on the confirmations. And you decide what you think it means. For me, I'm like, it's so crazy. Anyway, okay, so here we go. Let's have some fun. So, folder 4, okay, let's see. We're going to be using, there's one of the folders, like, let me show you how to get to these folders again. This is the special, there's 2 different galleries. I've already switched to the new platform with new folders, but we're going to be using these 2 folders from the older platform, Welcome to the World of Good and Evil. And so when you click on it, it brings up all these folders, all these black folders, okay? And all these are just chocked full of gold now. This stuff's like platinum now. It's just, this is not purchasable. This is pure, solid gold. Scriptural gold, revelation gold, spiritual gold. So what we're going to do is, tonight I want y'all to pull up, let's see. Here you go. There, down here, you'll see an Obama folder. And then you'll see this one right here with the Tyrannosaurus Rex on it. Sperm, forbidden, Obama portrait, sperm, forbidden fruit. We're going to use this folder. I already have it open right here. At the top right here, it says reptilian brain. Say, what? And so this is Barack Obama on The View. Let's listen to him let's just go ahead and listen to him real quick. Watch. Okay, here we go. Just listen to this real quick. Listen to Whoopi Goldberg saying, I mean, this is fascinating. Think of them as this other race of beings that knows they're taking over the host body system, taking over a race of angels through the host body system as a mechanism, a calipot, a shell, a peel, a husk. inherently evil, housing the essence of holiness, one of God's angels. But remember, the word spirit means superhuman, angel, demon, or Christ's Holy Spirit. So if the demon thing is taking over from the inside and they know it, this would be a really good question for Whoopi Goldberg to ask Barack Obama. She says, I ask you now, who are we? What are we? And listen to what Barack says. And this gets into what we're going to be doing. Watch. Okay, here we go. Okay, Whoopi, ask away.
Is that still relevant today? I ask you, what are we? Who are we?
Well, we are Americans. We share common hopes, we share common dreams, we share common aspirations. We're going through common struggles. I mean, the fact of the matter is that everybody here, and I look at this audience and it's representative of the country, everybody here is connected in some fashion. And
I'm going to pause it. Everybody's here is connected in some fashion. Look at the giant V right above them. You see the big V like a spear tip? Okay, everybody's here is connected in some fashion. What fashion is that, Mr. Barack?
our success and our children's success is tied up.
Tied up? You mean like DNA maybe? Two different DNAs in one host body with the demon taking over?
Together. And so I think most Americans feel that way. Mm-hmm. But what is still true is that there's still kind of a reptilian side of our brain. Kind of a reptilian side, still kind of a reptilian side of our brain. There's still kind of a reptilian side of our brain. There's still kind of a reptilian side of our brain.
Okay, so you heard him say it, right? I mean, I played it 4 or 5 times. Now, remember a long time, not too long ago, when the presidential portrait came out, all the news channels were like, what the hell? Because, I mean, have you guys looked at all the other Obama, have you looked at all the other presidential portraits? Let me show you a few. Okay, let's just go to Google Images. Ready? So let's just look at the presidential portrait. So I'll go to Google Images. Here's a great way to search stuff. Go to Google Images and I'll write presidential, okay, P-O-R-T, portraits, gallery. There we go. Okay, so here's all these different portraits. Presidents. Okay. Who's that? I don't know who it is. That looks, okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. It doesn't have a name on it. I'm not good with older presidents. Don't know who it is. So these are presidential portraits here. Okay. Look at them. Look how they're all, kind of have the same theme going on. There's one that stands out. This one right here is the one that stands out. So let's click on that one. We'll click on it and it should put it in this box right here. There we go. So let's see. There you go. So this one stands out. Now, if you have the gift that I have, which is a very probably not so common, I can see right away that there's a snake right here. Here's the snake's eye right here. There's the eye right here coming down. This comes down to the nose, Here's the outside frame of the snake's head. I'm going on the outside, coming down, up, going back up, down. And this dark line here and this dark line here leads to the open mouth. I can see the fang. I can see the other fang in the shadow. I can see the open jaw coming down here. So anyway, I have this very supernatural ability that the Lord's given me. Because he had predestined me for this. So now let's go look at that. Well, Barack just said we all have a reptilian part of our brain, right? Okay, so you guys have seen the sperm on the side of his head, and the sperm turns into a serpent fang. But let's take a look at. I want you all just to think about this. Okay, what you're seeing the reverse image, right here. This image right here. In order to create this image, the Lord told me. I heard inside of me, Jonathan, put it on your sliding glass door. I'm like, the Lord told me, blow that thing, blow the portrait up. Put it on your sliding glass door. And when the light comes in, draw the lines in. And I was like, that is so random. So I did what the Lord said. I taped it to my sliding glass door. I let the light come in, and I was like, it was so obvious. I was like, that is crazy. So I took a Sharpie marker. I put a piece of plastic on the outside of the door. As the light came in, I'm drawing through the glass, and I'm doing with a Sharpie marker every single leaf. I drew in every one. And I was like, check out the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Whoa, it's not, the whole thing's the head of a serpent, but one side is a Tyrannosaurus Rex, one side's a dead sheep. Have we seen that theme before, serpent and dead sheep? Vatican, pyramids in different parts of the world, just like everywhere, all over the place, over and over and over again, right? So there's Barack Obama with a damn Tyrannosaurus Rex that's hidden in the leaves, a T-Rex, and then there's also a dead sheep. So this way you see it as a reverse image because I drew it through the sliding glass door. I shined a bright light through it from the other side to make sure it was correct, and it was perfect. And then if you look right here, you can see, I'll enlarge this. I want you to see how I was able just to start penciling it in, it's kind of roughing it in. So you can see how I put the eye here, and then here comes, that kind of triangular thing down the face of a serpent. You can see easily the serpent. But look right here. You see this yellow flower right here? That's the eyebrow of the T-Rex. Here's the eye of the T-Rex right here. There's the eyebrow. Here's the eyebrow on the far side of the head. And here it's coming down to the nose and then the open mouth. And I can see this, but again, the Lord gave me this gift. And so this is, the gift of knowledge. He's gave me the ability to see it. That's why I had a vision company called Vampires, because he predestined me to be able to do this in the end. So let me show you just how amazing this is. So let's take, I think I colored the teeth in on one. Let me see real quick. Let's see real quick. I think I colored those teeth in white. Okay, so I'm going to go here, and even though this was a work product, I'm going to show it to you. But see, this was a working product. I was working with discerning it. I want you to look at the T-Rex right here. Look at the T-Rex. Look at the eye. Let me move that little banner on there. Okay, here we go. Okay. So here's the eye of the T-Rex. Here's that eyebrow. See, there's the other eyebrow coming down. Now look at the way the leaves are. Those are teeth. Those are freaking teeth. They're not leaves. And then the sheep's on the other side. Now watch. This is, y'all are going to see this in another image. You're going to see the exact same thing in something y'all have already seen. I didn't see it till today. And my jaw just, it's unbelievable. Okay, so let me just show you how this works. So I'll take the T-Rex and the sheep, and I'll just put it right on top of Barack right there. So see, this is a clear layover right here, and so I just peeled it off. I had already done it, so bam, right there, and then I'll enlarge this and just let you see it one time, and I'll focus mainly on that T-Rex. There you go. See him? And so there's his eye. Let me get that banner out of the way. There you go. There's the eye. There's the eyebrow. There's the eyebrow coming down. There's the teeth. There's the open mouth. There's the bottom jaw. That's a damn T-Rex. Now, if you follow these lines, this becomes the back of the T-Rex. It makes many things. It's a sheep and a T-Rex, and the whole thing. And by the way, they use the mum as the tongue of the sheep. But what's really fascinating is what you're about to see now. So now this is the whole thing is a serpent with its mouth open and its fangs. And I'm gonna pull this one up just to show you, very simply penciled in. See the serpent, the eye coming down the nose, mouth open, striking. So there is a serpent with its mouth wide open. Now, I want y'all to think about that for a sec. I'm going to take this image of a T-Rex right here, watch. And I'm just going to put it right there. Look how even the back of the T-Rex, see? And so what's really just, I don't share everything with y'all because sometimes it's a little too much, to be honest. And I'm just going to be very honest with you. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't shared with you because it's just too much. It's a little too much for everybody. And so, some of it I'm just like, okay, how important is it that everybody see this? And then I pray and I decide, well, is it super important that they see this? And the answer a lot of time is no. Just use what's important. So I do. So anyway, so let me show you something that y'all don't know, and I'll fill you in on it. I'll let you see this. Not only is this a T-Rex right there, but the back of the T-Rex that becomes the head of the sheep, he's also taking a crap, which is the tongue of the sheep, and the tail comes all the way around. Now, again, I don't share everything with you because there's no point in it. It would cause too much controversy. But here's a T-Rex. Now look at the body. See how the body comes around? And so as the body comes around, you can see that the back of the T-Rex comes around, and it is literally crapping out a sheep. I mean, that is just insane. It's like, what the hell? Okay, now that I've shown you that, now that you know, look, that is a serpent. You just heard Barack Obama say it. Say it again, Barack.
Is that there's still kind of a reptilian side of our brain.
Okay, well that's good, Barack, because in your presidential portrait, there's a reptilian part of your brain, and I'll just put the T-Rex right on it one more time. There's a reptilian part in the presidential portrait of Barack Obama, the reptilian part of his brain. Part sheep, part reptile, but the whole thing's a serpent. Okay, you saw it. Okay, now we're going to go to album 4, which is in Welcome to the World of Good and Evil. I'm sorry. I'm going to show you how to get there. No, this is it, 4321 Gallery. If you type that into Google, this is it, 4321 Gallery, it'll bring this up. Okay, you can go to album 4 right here. Click on album 4, and that'll bring this up right here. I'm going to go to the top of album 4 right now. Watch. Okay, so it will say album 4 sheep, and you'll see all these links. All these are just gold. All these links are gold. Okay, so you go here, and then you're going to scroll all the way down. You go all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way to the bottom. This is what we're going to look at tonight. Okay, y'all remember I showed you guys the Led Zeppelin thing, right? And I showed you the way they hide their agenda is, and I'm going to state it very simply, when the other side, the demons that are taking over the host body system, whenever a host body that's being run by that other side wants to make a statement and mock us, what they do is, if they want to use a particular word, like let's say they want to use a word that means to throw down or to take control of, they'll go to the Bible and they'll pick out that word, and then that word will have a number associated with it in the Strong's Concordance. And so wherever that word is used in the Bible, it'll have a number that associates. So they just substitute that number for the word. And so then they can put it right in front of your face and you never know it. Like Led Zeppelin. Okay, so we're going to retrace Led Zeppelin right now, and I'm going to show you the new stuff right now. So let me ask you a question. How do you spell lead, like the ore, that you mine for? Do y'all know how you spell lead? The metal. L-E-A-D. Okay, so let's go here. I'll knock this one out so we don't get too many. L-E-A-D, metal. Okay, there we go. Lead. Lead is a chemical element with the symbol Pb. Okay, so L-E-A-D, it's spelled L-E-A-D. How does Led Zeppelin spell their name? L-E-D. You know why? Do you know what L-E-D means? Lead. Like led astray. Lead. Led astray. To lead someone astray, you are you are led astray. See right there? So that's why the Led Zeppelin's using LED instead of LEAD, which would be the metal. And then he's holding on to the Z and the P because this angel is falling from heaven. Now, I want to make a quick statement. There are many different images of that same angel. If you go look it up like I do on Google Images, the angel from Led Zeppelin, go look it up. You'll see several different drawings of it, and in different concerts, different t-shirts, there's different angels that were drawn by probably different artists, some same, doesn't matter, but they've used that angel repetitively, okay, as an icon to identify the band Led Zeppelin, okay? Now, in this particular one, he's holding on to the Z and the P. So, we're going to go look at the Z and the P. What letter of the alphabet is Z? What letter is P? Well, that's 26 and 16. And just to make sure you guys see it, I'm going to, if this will populate, I'll show you. So I'll stretch the screen. Okay, Z is 26, P is 16. So we're gonna go to 26, 16 in the Bible. So what word in the Bible is number 26, 16? And the way that you do that is you go to the Strong's Concordance. So Strong's 26, 16, and we look up that word. And it says, let's see. Here we go. Kata dynasteo, like dynasty. Okay, and it means to exercise power over, to overpower, quell, treat harshly, and it means kata, down. Now remember, this whole system we're in is we were caught in a down position, downward. We were upside down. The upside was down in this system. So in order for us to see the truth, we have to turn that system up. And the word for up is ana. And then the word for to discern fully is anakrino. Very important word. Now watch. Okay, so here we go. Kata dynasteo, it means down according to intensifying 1413, which is dynasties, to exercise rulership, like Lucifer ruling over God's angels, now cast down, and it's Satan, properly, powerfully bringing someone down. Oh, that's why it's a picture of an angel. Hang on. That's why it's a picture of an angel holding on to a Z and a P, because Lucifer is powerfully bringing down 2616, this angel. And that's why they picked those two letters to hold on, denying them the higher position like angels or blessings they should enjoy, to tyrannize and treat harshly, overpowering. Okay, do y'all know what Tyrannosaurus Rex means? Tyrannical. Same root. Yeah. Now, dinosaur means terrible lizard. Now watch this. Tyrannical lizard king. That's what Tyrannosaurus Rex means. Terrible lizard king. Isn't it odd that Barack Obama has a terrible lizard king coming out the side of his head after he said, whoa, we all have one side of our head that's a reptile. There you go. Okay, well, watch. Let's go back to this. Isn't it interesting that this angel that's falling, he's being treated harshly and he's being thrown down? And again, so 2616, which is ZP, it means down according to dynasties, properly, powerfully bringing down someone, denying him the higher position. What's going on in this picture? He's being powerfully brought down, and he's holding on to those ZP, and he's being denied his higher position as an angel, isn't he? Well, let me show you something the Lord showed me today. Wow, that's a damn Tyrannosaurus Rex eating an angel. Oh, crap. It's like you can't even think this stuff up. You couldn't even. Yeah, yeah. Now, see, like led astray. So the serpent race could consume us. Can't argue with this, folks. It's just too perfect. So there it is. There's more. Don't worry. There's lots more. We're going to have fun tonight. So yeah, let's have fun. So there it is. So check it out. So you see the Tyrannosaurus Rex? Now, I'm going to kind of show you the way this works. There's also a sheep over here on the wing. So again, now this is from this picture, but there was another Led Zeppelin angel, and I went, oh my God, that's a T-Rex eating a human, and there's the sheep, there's the eye, there's the ear, there's the nose, there's the mouth. As a matter of fact, this sheep that's on the wing is like identical to the sheep that Marcel drew on that piece of wood. And we're going to look, you know what, let's go look at that real quick. So, welcome to the world of good and evil. And so, let's go to the sheep folder. Here's one of the dead sheep serpents. So, isn't it fascinating that the guy talking to you, so the very person that's talking to you right now, I mean, I have actually walked into a building, any building, who cares what? I walked into Starbucks. And I said, Chris, I'll bet you $1 million Alex over there draws a picture of me. And when he does, he puts an image of a dead sheep on my face. There's the picture he drew. There's the dead sheep right behind my ear. And now I've simply colored it in for you. And there's a dead sheep with its tongue sticking out. I am a sheep in wolf's clothing. We are all sheeps in wolf's clothing. We're born in these host bodies. It's really serpent skin, but I'm using that euphemistically. So we're born into this serpent skin, and then we have to get redeemed out of this system. So now watch. So here we go. Now watch. So here is the original image. I can see clearly. There's tension on the leg. See the tension right here? He's being bit down on. Look. You see the tension. Art has what's called tension. See the tension right there? Bottom jaw. I was like, oh my gosh, that's a T-Rex. It's a T-Rex, and it's clamping down on this guy, and you see the leg going in the mouth, and here's the sheep right here. Now, watch this. I'll go here to dead sheep, and I'll scroll down till they see the picture of Johnny done by Marcel. There it is. Here you go, watch. And then I'll take this image. There you go. See the dead sheep Marcel put on top of my head right here? So imagine if you were me and you've had more than two people that you've been in their presence, and I've had two people give me images of myself with dead sheep. I've had my brother walk into a bathroom at a restaurant and look at me and go, meh, meh, and I'm like, okay, Jeff. I was like, what the hell? My brother bleated at me like a sheep. See, because we're born into their families. We're fuel for their fire. We're hunted for dinner. It's all true. Everything I've shown you is true. I can prove it all day long now. We're going to keep going because there's tons of cool tons of cool stuff. So see the dead sheep on top of my head right here, and the goat? The goat's asleep. The sheep is dead. Because that's the system. I'll judge between one sheep and another, separating the sheep from the goats. So I'm going to take this image and I'm going to shove it in here real quick. Okay, see? The sheep on my head is identical to this sheep right here. There it is. So I'll go back into, I'll let that one go back. I'll go back this way. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So now I'm gonna go backwards, and I'm gonna kind of reverse engineer you through it. This is the way the Lord taught me to do all this stuff. This is so cool, man. What a cool thing. So first I see the initial, I'm like, oh my God, there it is. That's a T-Rex. Oh, that's a dead sheep. This is the T-Rex and this is his body. So then I'll start walking it back. And so I'm like, okay, there you go. There's the T-Rex biting down, see the legs hanging out. And then I'll like, okay. Then I colored the legs in, see the legs colored in. And the T-Rex hammering down on the angel. Oh, wow. There's your fearless leader, Barack Obama, with the T-Rex on the side of his head. A dead sheep, and the whole damn thing's a serpent. There you go. Look at that. There you go. See it? And then look at the fangs. And the serpent's fang is a sperm. I mean, how convenient. Isn't that just convenient? I mean, no wonder he's got such a bizarre presidential portrait. Do you know who he is? He's the Scorpion King. Sobarka. HeeeerRrreee. It was on his mother Stanley Ann Dunham's passport renewal from Indonesia. She put Barack Sobarka. Sobarka backwards is HeeeerRrreee. Did you know that Heeeerrree is a scorpion in Hebrew? Yeah. Do you know what Eos is? Goddess of the dawn. Scorpion, goddess of the dawn. Yeah. No wonder he digs Michael with the package. Get it? Yeah. All right. So there it is. So then you go and you know, like, I want to just show you a couple things. Here's a Scorpions album. This is a Scorpions album. It says Moment of Glory, and it's a T-Rex with lipstick on and earrings like a queen. Just stop and do the mental math for a moment. You're looking at Scorpions, you know, because like Scorpions from the Pit, the band is the Scorpions, Moment of Glory. Oh, gee, I wonder where the dinosaurs came from. It's so crazy. All right, so there we go. So there is just simply one image that is so chocked full of meaning, it is absolutely mind-blowing. An angel, he's got one wing that's a dead sheep, and he's being eaten by a Tyrannosaurus Rex. That is the identical agenda as a presidential portrait. I didn't try it. I just showed you what it was. Yeah, everyone, oh, Kleck. I love it. Okay, here we go. Let's look at some stuff. Y'all ready? You may be asking yourself, what? It's a parking lot, Johnny. I know. So let me give you a 30-second testimony. I was here today, and Batcat is possibly, maybe not going to make it. I don't know. We're on critical watch for Batcat. Yesterday, we were at the emergency hospital for pets. Yesterday, that's going to be the testimony that you're going to get. The Lord took me over there, and he conveyed to me that little thing I asked y'all to help with yesterday was spot on. Remember how when I was driving down Broadway and I had asked the Lord, hey, Lord, did I get the container right? I'd already prayed the night before, and I said, Lord, I haven't heard from you whether or not I got all these images correct in the container, and there's all these people waiting to know about Grand Junction. I mean, what am I supposed to tell them? And I heard the Lord tell me, go down to the alley tomorrow. Come down to the alley where you got saved. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I love going down there and praying. It's where I got saved. This is where I was born. And so I went down there, and I'm like, okay, I'm here, Lord. Nothing. And I was like, okay, I'm here. I'm like, I'm not buzzing. Nothing's going on. Hey, what's going on? Hey, I came down here. You told me to come. I was being off. And so, I didn't hear anything. And I told the Lord, I don't hear your voice. I don't hear anything. I don't know what's going on. You told me to come down here, and I don't even hear your voice. It's kind of unseating me. And so I was a little bit snarky. And I said, all right, fine. Well, I'm going home. It was Sunday morning. So I left the alley. I started driving down Broadway. I was going to get on 281 and take the highway home. There was no traffic. It was early Sunday morning. I drove all the way down Broadway, right in front of Incarnate Word. That means incarnate, brought to life, like the Word brought to life, in front of Incarnate Word College. I'm driving. It looks like a dead bird in the middle of the road. And I'm like, what is that, a bird? And I get closer. It's a little book with the pages up in the air. And I hear the Lord say, pick up the book. And I'm like, what? I was literally talking out loud in my car to the Lord going, what, you want me to pick up the book? Whoa, whoa, why? And then I see it in the rearview mirror because I went right over it. And I look at it in the rearview mirror and I hear the Lord say, go get it. And I'm like, well, what if there's nothing in it? I'll freak out. I'll totally freak out. It'll destroy my faith. And I hear the Lord say, go get it. And I'm like, well, what if it? And then I hear, go get it. So I was like, woo. I make a Yui. I go back and I videotaped what was in that book for you. It said, what was the title? I can't even remember. My mind's like, anyway, so the little book was a Bible track. And I pick it up, and in that little book was the panels, the same thing as the panels in the shipping container. To confirm, yes, you got it right, Jonathan. It was unbelievable. Then, that was Sunday morning. There were 3 things in that book. The judgment seat of Christ, Romans 6:23. Both those were in the container. And what was the other thing? There was something else that was in there too. Anyway, so Monday morning I went to my P.O. box and there was the identical book in my P.O. box. There's just no way that's possible. And it confirmed everything that was in the container. And so I was like, oh, wow. And so, I knew I could relax. Well, guess what? That just happened again yesterday. The same thing just happened, but on the venue that I'm working on right now, which would suggest that the end is very, very close. That's what it would suggest. And when I give you the testimony in the next couple of days, you can decide for yourself what you think. It's mind-boggling. Okay, now, let's get back to this. So you may say, Jonathan, what's with the underground parking lot? And I'd say, well, I was here at home today looking at Batcat, going, Batcat, come on, buddy, eat. Trying to get Batcat to respond. And I heard the Lord tell me, go to the mall. And I'm like, go to the mall for what? And so he puts in my mind to go to Zumi's skate shop. And I was like, I really don't want to go over there, go to the mall. So I drive over there. I leave Batcat here. He was starting to respond a little bit. And I was like, you know what? I'll be back in a little while, Batcat. So I go to the mall. Here I am parked under the mall. And I'm looking this direction. I'm just sitting in my car because I didn't want to really go in. And I'm sitting here staring this direction. Guys, what y'all are about to see in the next 10 photos is going to blow your mind. Like 10, 15 photos. This is mind-boggling. The manifestation of the destruction of sheep is going so off the hook. So I'm sitting here and I look at this open area and I see something that I'm like, there's no way. And I drive over there and it says up, but that's not what I was looking at. What I was looking at was this thing on the fence across the street where all this traffic is driving by, and it says sheep no more, qmap.pub. It's like a pub. Sheep no more? Well, you're talking to somebody that has had people draw pictures of you not once, not twice. You've seen this kind of thing repetitively in your life. Well, I know they're hunting sheep. They're openly proclaiming in all forms of media. I mean, I'm seeing this everywhere now. It's like, I've never seen it like this. It's so public, it's crazy. You're going to see some more. And I was like, that's insane. Sheep no more on a sign, on a fence, telling people to go to sheep no more, pub. I was like, that's insane. So I did what the Lord said. I went inside. I went inside the mall. Let's have a look. Run away. I was like ready to run out of the mall. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's crunch this down. Okay, we'll go back down to the bottom. There's a lot of pictures in here. My gosh, there's a lot of info in here. Okay, so I go into Sheep No More. I go into Sheep No More. I'm sorry. I go into the mall and I look over at this first store. I walk in and it says HU inside a triangle. And I'm like, what's HU? It's not Huff. And then I'm like, wow, look, it's on all the shoes. There's little triangles, HU. HU, on this one, it looks like these little serpents. All the toes are serpents' heads. HU, HU. I'm like, what's the deal? Adidas has HU on these sandals, on all these different tennis shoes, on clothing. The Nike logo is all the Nike swooshes making a full circle. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course, Star of Lucifer. So there it is, making this full circle, HU, and I'm like, wow, let's do HU. So if we're gonna do it like we're gonna do it the way according to the Strong's Concordance, let's look up our letters. So H in the alphabet, we'll look up H, and then okay, H. So what is H? H is 8 and U is 21. So 821. Now, before I go to 821, let me show you, because the scorpions are taking over. The above ground sentries have done their job, and that's what's going on in the government with Donald Trump. The scorpions are making their move. Okay, that's what's happening. They'll do anything to get to Trump, anything to take over the government, anything. They don't care. Okay, here's scorpion. Scorpios, to pierce a scorpion from its sting, but look what it means. It means through the ideal of concealment, a watch. See it? A watch, a sentry, or a scout. That's what scorpion means, a watch, a sentry, or a scout. Now, don't forget, what is the symbol associated with the other race of beings? It's a triangle. That's their symbol, is a triangle, because it represents the pyramid, which is, they are the gods of Egypt. Okay, so here we go. So let's do, what was it again? Let's see. H, 821. So let's do 821 in the Strongs. Watch this. So we'll look at the Bible. Bible 821. Okay, 821, enter. Okay, here we go. I think this is it. A watch. There it is. Watches. Okay, see, a watch, like a sentry, and the morning watch, in the middle of the watch. Okay, so it means to watch. So to be on watch. They're putting it right on their damn shoes. It's like open now. There's no hiding it. It gets better. Just keep watching. It's like, oh my gosh, a watch. So they're putting it on their shoes. They don't care. See, this guy's, he's a watch. He's one of them. HU, if you're in the know, HU. They have them in all these different colors. Now watch this. So I took a picture just so you can see the storefront, how they're just blatantly, see, it's everything that's up front. It's the new stuff. I was like, wow, that's all the new stuff. And so, there you go. Now, y'all remember Odd Future Wolfgang Kill Them All, don't you? Remember Odd Future Wolfgang Kill Them All? OFWGKTA, Odd Future Wolfgang Kill Them All. Well, see the arm coming through the donut, which is a representation. It's a euphemistic for the vagina, because that's how they got out of the other side. So here's the arm coming from the other side. Odd Future Wolfgang, because they're a bunch of ravenous wolves. Kill them all. Kill all who? The sheep. Well, did you notice that the hand was pointing to a particular letter? I did. It's pointing to the letter G. Okay, well, what letter of the alphabet is G? G is the 7th letter of the alphabet. Let's go back and just test our theory again. Okay, it's not a theory, it's a revelation, by the way. Let's test. By the way, this is panned out so many times, it's absolutely mind-boggling. It means to perish, to destroy. See? Destroyed, perish. Odd Future Wolfgang, kill them all, pointing to G, destroy, perish, because they came from the other side. So here's the clothing rack. I walked in and I looked up. I'm like, wow, check this stuff out, man. Look at the clothing that's out right now. So I look up on the wall, and here's the clothing. I'm going to enlarge it, and we're going to look at just a few other things. It's fight the fire with fire. By the way, I can see they have stuff written backwards, but I looked right over here at this shirt that's inside this one. And by the way, look at the camouflage they got going on here. And then look at the Panthers. This is a lurking class shirt. You remember? Do you remember lurking class? It's the vagina with the bug coming out, and it's death coming out of a vagina. Remember? Lurking class. Lurking means to wait in ambush to kill. Lurking class. Okay, so let's take a look at these. Let me show you this shirt first. This is my personal favorite. I'll show you this one, then I'll come back to the jacket that was right below it. Okay, so that's the jacket that was right below it. So here we go. Let's take a look at that shirt. So I peeled back the black and white shirt, and it says, it's what's inside that counts. And you see the female? See the female? It's really like a dummy. It's like made out of rubber, like it's not even real. And what's coming out of her? A demon. Look. And see the demon? You turn it upside down, it's a damn bug with mandibles. And this is the broken promises. Now, y'all remember broken promises, don't you? Let's go look at broken promises real quick. Broken promises. There we go. What's their logo? It's a scorpion, remember, from the pit. Broken promises. Promises are never kept. Let's see. Let's see if we can read that. I can't read it. It's like promises are never. Words mean nothing, and promises are never kept. That's what it says. Words mean nothing, and promises are never kept. So that's the broken promises line, and they have a scorpion, and this is broken promises, and out of the female is like a rubber doll, and what's coming out is a demon from the pit, and this is an insect, and these are the mandibles. What's inside that counts. I told you so. I told you so. This is manifesting, guys, to a point that I was like, it was everything. It was a whole damn store. I was like, it's everything. I mean, all the clothing. It's y'all are gonna freak out. It's everything. So imagine this: all the clothing that kids are wearing is this stuff. Just stop and think about that. Children will rise against their parents and cause them to be killed. Did you know that Kehinde Wiley, the guy that did the presidential portrait, he just unveiled a statue in downtown Manhattan. It's called Rumors of War. I've seen it, but I haven't gotten to look at it. I want to yet. I will. Yeah, they're here. They're ready to go. It's coming. So anyway, there's broken promises. That's a demon coming out, and the female host body was just a trick. I told you, it was just a trap for angels. And I have nothing against females. I mean, again, yeah, I spend a whole lot of my time with girls. Okay, so there's a couple close-ups of the demon, and when you turn it upside down, that demon, the horns become mandibles. It's an insect. And then this is a little pin you can buy and stick on your leather jacket, and it was right there, creature. And it's a female leg with fishnet hose. Creature. Oh, that reminds me of a scripture. And men began to worship the creature instead of the creator. I used to worship. You know, guys, let's just be honest. Let's just have an honest talk. Guys and girls. Okay, listen. As a guy, and I'd have a girlfriend. I mean, I had some girlfriends that were just so attractive that I used to just enjoy looking at them. I'd be like, and I would literally sit there and admire their bodies and how beautiful their bodies were and their eyes. And I was just an admirer of female beauty. I was. I was like, wow. I know girls. I used to have very, intimate, friendly conversations with girls. I had girls that were my friends that would talk to me openly like girls talk to girls. And they would tell me stuff. I was like, really? Y'all think like that? And they're like, oh, yeah. I mean, that's crazy. I never thought girls thought like that. Oh, yeah. I was like, okay. So I got some really valuable insight into the mind of a woman. And I was like, they're no different than guys. As a matter of fact, they're worse in a lot of respects. Some of the stuff they talk about, I was like, you got to be kidding me. No. I was like, I've never talked like that to any of my friends. I was like, damn. So anyway, so here's the point. So men did begin to worship the creature instead of the creator. And so worship, do you know what the word worship means? When you give your attention and your longing to it. Yeah. And guys worship girls, girls worship guys, and it's a big idol fest. The whole thing, the whole place. It's true. You know it's true. Anyway, so there we go, creature. Okay, now let's check out. Let me show you this picture right here before I show you the next one. Then we'll go back to the next broken promises thing. Okay, look at the skull right here. You see that's a human skull. See it? See the human skull and see the rib cage and all that? That's pretty gnarly. There's more going on there. I haven't really spent any time with it. I can tell there's more going on. I can see it right now, but I'd have to spend a little time with it. It looks like part of a sheep's head. I see it. Yeah, it's part of a sheep's head. I see it already. Yeah, there's a sheep in here. So anyway, it's a human skull and it's a sheep. Lurking class. Well, let me show you where that came from. Okay, so let's go back up here. Remember up here? Here's the t-shirt to the right. This is the lurking class shirt right here. And I'm going to enlarge it now. And now I'll stretch the screen. Okay, look. So this is a Black Panther with its mouth open with blood dripping from its mouth. There's the human skull. And there's another human skull in the rib cage. And yeah, there's a sheep here. There's a dead sheep here. So look, it's a human. It's a dead sheep. It's a Black Panther. Look, lurking class, because that's what's really behind the skin. If you look at, this is called a hang tag. Okay, this is called a hang tag in merchandising. It hangs and it's a tag. Look, it's a lightning bolt representing Lucifer and an upside down cross. That's the twin system. A lightning bolt and an upside down cross. The twin system. Yeah. Right there in front of you. Inside of a coffin. Yeah. This is all the new clothing. It's amazing. Look at this. Camouflage. Oh, yeah. And they have you behind bars with the dollar sign. Yeah. There you go. I mean, this is just astounding, guys. There's lots more. So anyway, I want to just kind of rip through this real quick. Show you a few of these. I was just in total shock. I was like, you can't think this stuff up. You could never even think of it. Think of this add this to, look, let's add this together with stuff we already know. Like hunted for dinner. Let's see. Yeah, look. 400, hunted for dinner. Look at this. Stay dangerous. The guy's got a scorpion stinger on his back. I mean, this is just ridiculous at this point. I mean, this is so ridiculously obvious at this point. It's not even open for anyone with half a brain. Anyone that debates this is one of them, or they're delusional, or a lunatic. There's no way out of this. These are facts. I'm showing you facts. See 400? It means hunted for dinner. See, it says stay dangerous on the back of the guy's t-shirt. Stay dangerous is a scorpion stinger because there's a race of scorpions and they're above ground watches. They're sentries, they're watches, they're reconnaissance team or in host bodies and they lead us astray. Kind of like Led Zeppelin. You can't even think this up. Oh, yeah. Remember Adidas. EST 1949. Remember 1949? So here's Adidas. It says 1949. What does 1949 mean in the Bible? It means, let's see, noisy uproar. It means just defeated in battle somehow. That's how I have it written, so it's got to mean that, or I wouldn't have written it down. So, oh, there it is. Defeat in battle. Definition: to defeat in battle, right there. So it means to defeat in battle. On Adidas clothing. I mean, you can't think this stuff up, guys. There it is. Only half bad. 333. That's from Anna, up to complete a process. Hunted for dinner. Hunting angels. There it is. Stay dangerous. A scorpion singer. Down with my demons. There's 9 fingers, 11 chain links. 9/11. I mean, you know, this is done. There. I mean, lurking class. Look at this lurking class. It's death coming out of the world, because the world's like an egg that's going to hatch death onto the planet. There, I've taken the logo and I put it over the twin system. There it is. That's their system. That's why they do a lightning bolt and an upside down cross. It represents what's right in front of you. Lightning bolt, one of them. Upside down cross, one of us. That's the twin system. Lurking class. See right there? Lurking class. That's death wearing a hoodie. You turn it upside down. You turn it upside down. It's a bug. It's an insect hatching from a pupa. Do you see what all the mainstream clothing is? They're here. Yeah, they're here. I got news for all you lurking classers. We're here too, and I'm your indictment. You just got your ass handed to you. Because that means that my dad is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, and you may have your short little reign for a little bit of time, you know, like 3.5 years, and once everything goes down. But guess what? It's going to be a rough 3.5 years. I don't think you're going to be getting your Starbucks coffee and stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. You think your little paradise on earth is here? Oh no. Your little reign of the last part is over. It's going to suck. I guarantee it. It's going to suck. Yeah, so anyway, so there we go. And as you look at all this stuff, Drew Barrymore's dress is a bug, mandibles on her crotch. This is from the movie Us. Remember Us? The movie Us. The Frisbee flies over and it lands right here. Look, connect the dots. This is from the movie Us. Look at that. They had the Frisbee land right here. Just connect the dots right in the middle of the hendecagram, right in the middle of the transmutation circle. Look at this. Double, look at this shirt. It's called How Vortex. It's a W with an H over it, and it's making like radio waves. Like that's what you're tuned into. The Scorpions, the band. Savage Amusement. See it? It's turning right side up to upside down. One's written right side up. One's written upside down. Notice something about this Babylonian god. Check out the tail. That's a weird tail. It's kind of pointy like a scorpion, isn't it? And on and on and on and on it goes. I mean, you can see this stuff everywhere now. Here's a new clothing line called Slush Cult. There you go, because just like a slushy us. That's it, guys. Oh, look at this. Wish you were here, because that represents the half that's not here anymore. The part of the twin system, the double U that makes you and you put it together makes a double U. Wish you were here. Get it? Because you're being burned as fuel. That's what's up. Told you. And there you go. There's an ant's mouth. Isn't it interesting that all insects' mouths, almost all insects' mouths, the inner part is called labium? There you go. Yeah. Can't even think this stuff up. There you go. It's so pervasive. I'm not going to go over Kahinde Wiley again and all that since we're doing clothes. Let's go back down to the bottom and knock out the rest of the new clothing. This stuff's just everywhere, guys. It's everywhere now. It's in skydiving. I didn't rotate this picture, but if you look at this picture, you turn your head sideways. This is a new helmet in skydiving. And I was like, oh my gosh, look at this. It all starts with a kiss. And see like the drop of blood dotting the I? That is a girl exiting a plane. Get it? The fall starts with a kiss. Because her fall, she's coming out of the plane. It's a girl. It all starts with a kiss. This is the beginning of her free fall. Get it? There you go. Oh, is that why Judas betrayed Jesus with a kiss? Yes, yes it is. That's why Jesus said, you betray the Son of Man with a kiss? That's why R.O. Smith said, and it started with a little kiss like this. Yep, that's it. Yep, okay, here's another skydiving product. Now let me be very clear about something. I've been in skydiving for a long time. The established skydiving companies have been around since I started and before I started. A few companies have broken in, but the companies that make canopies, it's not something that you just come break in. The skydiving community is a very tightly knit group of people, and it's just like any other thing. If you're not one of the guys with 10, 20,000 jumps that's running everything, you're not in. So, this is like a new canopy company that came out. I was like, weird. Fluid wings. Oh, look, it's a drop. Does that mean semen? Yes, yes it does. Fluid wings. Host body, the fluid created it, and now we get to skydive, and that's their canopy. Okay, now, let's go back to these. Look at that. Look at that. This one picture proves everything I've been saying. It's what's inside that counts. What's coming out of the female, the demon, and it's an insect. What's on all those girls' tattoos on their crotch? Mandibles. Right at their labia. That's what mandibles are. What grab the prey and bring it into the labium of an insect. The mandibles aren't what they eat you with. They just grab you with it. And then it goes in the labium of an insect. That's the secondary mouth of an insect is the labium. And you can't even think this stuff up, guys. There you go. Okay, now, here we go. Another piece of clothing. It said, addicted to your poison. And I'm like, what? Oh, it's broken promises. Again, what's going on here? Let's see, addicted to your poison, broken promises. Oh, it's like a vampire. And look, a scorpion. Of course it is. There you go. This is your new clothing. This is unbelievable. Ugh. So they're here. So I'm going to talk to y'all about this in just a sec because I want to make a point. I'm showing you all the stuff so you see it, so you know it's out there. But I want to talk to you about it for a minute. So, I don't want anyone to have any fear. There's nothing to be afraid of. We've already won. We've already won the whole thing. Okay, let's see. Let's go down here. Okay, and this is just how obvious it's all gotten. A lost cause. Obviously it's a yin and yang. There's more going on in this thing than that. And it's a skull. A lost cause. See how the letters are divided because they know we're a kingdom divided. Look at the backpacks up on the wall. They have speakers, but all you have to do is turn this backpack upside down. You turn it upside down. That's a face, eye, and that's a mouth. So it's a lost cause. And then Vans off the wall. It says, this is the skate high, SK8. This is the skate high. Look at the guy upside down in all these people. This is the skate high, S19, Slaughter, K11, Abaddon, 8. A lot of times they use 8 as the number for Jesus. Told you. Everything I told you, I just proved like 20 times right now. Just from one trip to the mall. You don't want to go with me to the grocery store. It's everywhere. Ugh. We truly are in their world. Okay, so what does all this mean? Well, the Lord didn't send me over there for no reason. He didn't, hey, Johnny, go to the mall. I mean, I was like, I don't want to go to the mall. Go to the mall. Bad Cat's like on death watch. Go to the mall. Do you know why? To show me how late the hour is. They're manifesting like gangbusters. I mean, look at what you're looking at. I mean, do you really understand? Do you really understand that we are being hunted? I knew that someone would draw a picture of me and put a image of a dead sheep on the image. Now, let me show you something. Let me show you how smart this drawing was. Watch this. I'm going to cover up my open eyes, and I'm going to show you what he was doing just to mock the crap out of me. Let's see. Let's see. Watch this. Okay. You see the lines under my eyes? He made it to where it looks like my eyes are closed. See it? He did those lines on purpose because he's making it look like I'm asleep. Eyes open, eyes closed. So he's the entity, the angel of the bottomless pit was mocking me through the guy that drew the picture. I've had this happen several times. I've been in situations where someone else did the picture that was on a wall at this place where I had graphics done for my car, and I called Carlos out. I said, you know, he was all up in my face. I said, who did the picture on the wall? And he's like, oh, I did. And I took it off the wall, and I said, you mind if I photocopy it? He's like, I photocopy it. I take it off. Hey, you mind if I go, hey, why'd you put the three unclean spirits like frogs? Why is the serpent on the girl's head? And by the way, you put yourself dead here. He freaked out. I mean, I've been through this so many times that for someone to tell me I'm a false prophet just proves they're a freaking demon or a lunatic. It's just, that's all there is anymore for them. All they have to look forward to is the end of the world and their eternal torment, because this deal's closed. Do you understand what you're looking at? I just showed you the same thing as this picture on a bunch of clothing. The same thing. Hunting souls. That's in Ezekiel. Wherewith you hunt the souls of men to make your pillows fly. Because the pillows are the little tops on the nest in the pit. Because one's attached. You have like a twin system. You have that new creature attached to a host body. And if that host body dies and doesn't get converted, that little creature, that pillow bursts and they have another one. And that pit's going to open and they're all coming out since the beginning of time. That's what's up. That's what's up. Those who are spiritual discerneth all things, hunted for dinner. Is that a human in a slave collar with horns on his head? Are those two twin fetuses? Or is it a locust coming out of the pit? It's both. To bring down, to deprive of one's rightful position. We're angels. That's what they didn't want you to know. If you found out you're an angel and your dad is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, do you think you'd be afraid of them? Hell no. It's like, what do you got to be afraid of? Your dad's the creator of everything. He created everything. Now, don't forget, Genesis 1, the subcontractors, they're in trouble. Is that a sheep? Yeah? Is that a sheep? Yeah. Is that a sheep getting its head cut off? Yeah. Oh, it's a neighborhood watch sign. This should seriously concern you. I mean, if you're not saved, if you're not converted, this should really concern you. That is the neighborhood watch sign for all of the United States, for the entire United States and other countries. Why do you think they have HU on their shoes now? Watch. This is neighborhood watch. Scorpions watching everybody. Satan sees through all their eyes all the time. Everybody calls it gang stalking. No, you're not awake. Once you get converted, you'll realize it's the whole damn system. It's just like the movie The Matrix. They're everybody and they're nobody. The agents. It's exactly right. Satan can move through whoever he wants, whenever he wants. 2 Timothy 2. I'll prove it. I'll use the Bible. I always come with the Word of God. Watch. Here we go. 2 Timothy 2, I believe. If I remember my scripture today, which I'm pretty good at. Okay. Hey, wait a minute. That's my... Blessed are you when people insult you. Yay! Persecute you. Yay! And falsely say all kinds of evil against you. Woohoo! That happens all the time. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven, for the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you. Amen. God bless them. Okay, 2 Timothy 2. Watch this. This is just like the Matrix. I'm going to go to KJV. I don't do NIV. Unless I'm just trying to make a simple point. There we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. In meekness, instructing those, that oppose themselves. Stop and think about what that says. In meekness, instructing those that oppose themselves. How do you oppose yourself? There's a right side up you and there's an upside down you. That's the only way. You're in opposition to yourself. There's a good you and a bad you. You oppose yourself. See, it always plays out. Always. It's perfect. Those that oppose himself, and God peradventure will give them repentance to the acknowledging of the truth. See, look, repentance. Repentance to the acknowledging of the truth, that they may recover themselves out of the snare of the devil. What's a snare? It's a trap that turns you upside down. They may recover themselves out of the snare of the devil, who are taken captive by him at his will. Just like Agent Smith. I told you. This information that the Lord gave me to give to you is perfect. It's perfect. There's no error. Ready? Those who hide their plans, what do? They turn everything upside down. So you take the city of Waco, it's 2 V's because that's their system, a W, and you turn it upside down and it's 9/11, the angel of the bottomless pit. See, this is proven. It's not arguable. This is empirical data. Perfection in data. Okay, so now, I'm going to give you guys a testimony tomorrow or the next day, so I want to make sure I get all the little pieces, because this happened over the past couple weeks, but I documented it. And just yesterday, when Batcat had to go to the cat emergency room, that's when the Lord conveyed to me that the little project that I told you I was going to let you guys in on, that's when he conveyed to me, you got it all right. Everything's right. And I was like, I got it all right. It's like the containers when he let me find that little book. I was like, yes, I got it all right. Yes. I can't tell you the kind of stress it is when the Lord tells you to do something and you work diligently at it. And then you're going, okay, well, I think I got it about right here, but I need some kind of a confirmation. Could you just in some supernatural way show me I got it right? Well, when you drive over a pamphlet that's in the middle of the road, and in the pamphlet is everything almost that's in that container, and that's why you were down in the alley praying, because the Lord would told you, go down there, and he'll confirm that you got the container right, and you go down there in the morning, you don't hear anything in the alley, and you're driving home, you drive over a little book in the middle of the road in front of incarnate word. Are you kidding me? And the Lord says, go back and get it, and you open it up, and in that little book is everything that was in the container, for the most part. It's just like that. And then you go to your post office box and you have the identical little book in your post office box on Monday morning, which means it was there on Sunday. So you can't even think this stuff. So anyway, I got the same kind of confirmation on the little project I'm doing right now, and it would highly suggest I love you. I love all of you. I'm so grateful for all of you. I thank God that He let me minister to you. I thank God He made my life so meaningful after having led such a just nefarious, narcissistic life, that He let me give my life away for the good of others. And I'm so glad that y'all are the others I get to help. Amen. I love you. Yes. Anyway, so what'd you guys think about that clothing? Is that just insane or what? What'd you think about Led Zeppelin LED? Led Astray. Yeah. And then obviously a Led Zeppelin would fall from the sky like we did because we fell from the sky. What do you think about the new skydiving stuff? Wow, it started with a little kiss. Wow. Fluid wings, really? What about Obama? We don't have a reptilian side. What? What the hell are you smoking, dude? No, he got it right. Whoopi Goldberg. Well, I mean, who are we? What are we? You're a reptile, Whoopi. As a matter of fact, a very unattractive reptile. A very, very unattractive reptile. Oh. Anyway, all right. Uh-oh. Anyway, again, I love you guys. I won't drag it out anymore, but I'm just so thrilled that this is all panned out to be perfection. Yeah. Anyway, so you can look forward to this. Jesus is coming. I guarantee it. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. All right, guys, I love you. I'll see you in the next couple days with the project testimony. I'm pretty sure it's time to go home real soon. All right. God bless, guys.